Live from inside Porsche, Colorado Springs, it's the First Dibs podcast with our hosts, John Deisty and Justin Underwood. Buckle up and let's go for a ride.
Wow. Look at that.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Nice camera angles.
Man, I'm glad I didn't
looking
wear
good.
shorts today.
Yeah. Mini skirt Underwood. That's great. Welcome back, everybody. It's the First Dibs podcast, live from inside Porsche, Colorado Springs. Usually we have some business to get to. I can't think of any business I want to get to.
Fair enough.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, I think we've all had a week. It was a good week. It was a fun week. But let's just jump into this whole thing. We've got Marty, Jake, and Brendan, or Brendan, Jake, and Marty, I guess, as the people are seeing it. Here with Shift Colorado Magazine. I'm going to try to zoom out on them so they're in proportion with us, and you can't see the back of my head. It looks like I almost have a bald spot coming in. That's not good. Anyway, so these guys do the awesome magazine in Colorado. They've featured Lewis in the magazine a couple times.
Who featured you?
I have been in it. Justin has been in it. We really appreciate all the support that comes that way, and I think this should be fun. Excited to see what the new issue is all about. I got to read through all 192 pages in about 10 minutes ago, and there are a lot of alliterations and
Pictures. We
pictures.
do some
Yes,
pictures.
lots of pictures. That's a good point too. So
Before we get started, I just have one question. Since you brought Lewis up, how long of a shelf life do you have on the intro before you need to get Lewis?
I know. No, you're absolutely right. We need a new one.
It's like live from Porsche, Colorado Springs.
But right now it's like live from Porsche, Colorado Springs. He's cracking a little bit. We did. I think we mentioned it on the show. We did shave him for the first time.
Yeah.
Is that the wrong way to say it?
Stop now. Stop now.
No, he had like little fleeting whiskers, kind of like Marty, just like those. And we were
Been trying to get through puberty for years, man.
It's okay. Yeah, take your time. Those are the best years. But that's actually kind of funny. The title of this episode is "All of a Sudden We're the Old Guys," and that's talking about us. So I helped him shave for the first time, and less than a month later, it was time to do it again. It's pretty crazy. Kid's got some hair. But anyway, you're right. He does owe us a new intro. I will get to work on that. Steve Clark is now our number one contributor. He says, "Hey, everyone, happy Friday."
Happy Friday, Steve.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday,
Back at
Steve.
you. Do you guys want to get into the magazine right away?
Yeah, I would say just throw it up and let's just do a scroll. So
Yeah.
it's 190 pages. We are, for anyone who doesn't know, we are Shift Colorado Magazine. We are Colorado's grassroots automotive magazine. We cover racing.
Grassroots.
Grassroots. It's a great term.
Man, if I back up, more of my hair shows up. That's not good.
That's not good.
We're going to tuck you back in there. It's all right. Sorry, that was the right decision.
Before my pitch got interrupted.
Yeah,
here.
sorry.
Fuck, I had a fucking.
I'm so vain. I probably thought the show was about me. Let's start over again. Rewind. Try again.
We're Shift Colorado. We're Colorado's grassroots enthusiast-led magazine covering racing. We have gotten into review cars. We do just a little bit of everything about what it is to be a car enthusiast in Colorado. We are back here with our friends from First Dibs for what feels like the billionth time, and wouldn't be anywhere else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, we released an issue today. John, you said you finished it about 10 minutes ago. That's
Yeah.
good because we finished it about 15 minutes ago.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I feel like what we'll do, since this is a long one here, we'll just scroll the issue, and when we have something to talk about, we'll just we'll stop you. The cover photo here is shout out to our fourth editor, Chris Colton, who couldn't make it tonight, but he finally got his cover photo. He's been looking for that for a while. That is, of course, at Morgan Adams, which I'm sure one of us is going to stop you at.
That was a good event. We
That
had,
was a
we
good
had a great
event.
time, and that's Rob Holland's GT3 Cup car.
I didn't realize that was Rob.
That he raced up Pikes, if I remember right. So I think that's
looks
Rob.
like it.
I think that's Rob's car.
Yeah, we have pictures of it in motion in there too.
Wow.
We got to stop here.
Yes.
because-
Yeah.
Can you zoom in on the photo credit on the picture of Jake coming out of the porta john there?
Oh, yeah, he's coming out of a porta potty. Yeah.
I don't know. I broke my computer.
Oh,
So
no.
I tried.
Yep. Now we
There's
really
too
got
many,
we just-
too many zooms happening.
Should we bury the lead? It's you.
Yeah, it's
you,
me.
you
Yeah,
did
right.
that.
I did that. There we go. All right. Well, sorry I broke that.
John was up with us during tire testing. It was tire testing, right?
Yep, it was tire testing, and nature called, and
John was borrowing my 200/600 lens, which is a big boy. That's like a 1.5 foot long lens.
Yeah.
I think you got that from like that ridge over by the starting line, right?
No, I was definitely right up in his face.
Oh, you were right.
I was right there
up in
waiting.
his face
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
tele
no,
lens.
that was pretty good.
that's why I'm laughing because I opened
Yeah.
the door and there was a lens pointed right at
Yeah.
me.
It was quite nice.
Look at that natural smile, though. I've never seen you look that happy.
It really is a good candid.
My favorite part about that camera was how professional it made me look. I got questioned by a few photographers about my setup.
You just what
And
you shoot.
yeah. What kind of lens is that? I go, I don't know. It's bigger than yours. And then I walked away.
That's what I was aiming for when
Yeah.
I bought it. I
No,
just wanted it
yes.
to be bigger than
That
everyone
was,
else's.
That was quite nice. So yeah, but it takes quite nice pictures. Look at that thing.
No, that thing's
Wow.
crispy.
You can almost smell it.
Yeah.
Fun.
I think I might make that my LinkedIn profile picture.
You probably should.
I was gonna say fun fact about that photo. We usually have placeholders before we decide on the cover photo.
Okay.
That was right up at the top.
Yeah, that was the cover for a
That
little
was
while.
the cover for a
little
long
bit.
time.
Wow. Now I have my goals for next issue.
Porta potty.
Let me know when you need the camera again.
Yeah, I guess so. Where do you guys want to start?
I'll jump right into it. So next one, I think.
Look at that
Yeah,
picture.
we got to talk about that.
Yeah, that's Morgan Adams, like we were just mentioning. That's one of my pictures. I'm super stoked on that. It's my favorite picture I've taken.
Is this one of your
issue.
3? Are you adopting this as one of your 3?
Yes. I guess
right.
I'm adopting Morgan Adams as one of my 3. So this is my first year attending this event, and it's pretty wild. It's the craziest car show that I've ever been to. Car, plane, motorcycle, bicycle.
So you're sitting in a room full of, I'm not going to call it jaded veterans, but people who've been there. We've been around the block, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking more to the audience.
No, talk to the audience, but like tell us what it's like to see this for the first time.
It's pretty wild. As somebody who's never been to a charity gala before, too, like that in itself is an experience. So Morgan Adams is a foundation that donates to children's cancer research, so it all goes to a fantastic cause. And it is the wildest collection of automobiles, classic warbirds, private jets, bicycles, motorcycles. I mean, you kind of got it all. All the things that I'm really into are there. So yeah, why don't you scroll through? We'll go through some of the pictures we've got in here. It's a whole weekend event. So I believe on the Friday they do the charity drive, which Chris Colton, who again couldn't be with us today, he attended that. So all of these motion pictures, they do a drive up to the top of Pikes Peak. And
So they actually do 2 drives. They do the drive to the top of Pikes, but this one actually was they did a tour of a local enthusiast collection, and then did like a big all-day drive out in the back roads of the foothills.
okay.
So choose your own adventure. There are 2 different things you can do.
And then as part of the charity gala, there's also an air show, which we caught the P-51 Mustangs.
You
in
have
action.
to get the terminology right. It's not an air show. It's an aerial demonstration.
An aerial demonstration of P-51 Mustangs, which for my fellow plane nerds, I mean, it's cool just to see those on the tarmac, but to actually see them in the air is it makes your inner child come out for sure. And we made sure to feature some planes in this issue because we had some feedback from last year that we didn't put enough planes in. So we've got a couple of really good shots. I think one of those is yours, actually, and then the other one belongs to Shannon Smith, another one of our photographers.
The other plane?
Yes.
No, those are both mine.
Oh, sorry, Shannon.
You can see the pilot. Look at that. Were you in
I
an
used
airplane?
your porta potty lens.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
porta potty lens.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You should have been on the wingtip,
Yeah.
but
I'll see if I can get that cleared next year. Joan will do anything.
I think so. Yeah, that event is fantastic. Super fun, right? Just a good excuse to go spend some money and
Yeah.
help out, with a great cause, and just put on so well. It's different cars every year.
Yeah.
I've been 3 or 4 times now, and I don't think I've seen the same thing other than Gulfstreams. And that's totally worth it because you get to go. This year they had one of the Gulfstream prototypes, so it had like you could see all of the wiring, and they had like engineer test beds inside the plane. Last year they had the full kitted one where you could like pretend to be really rich. That was pretty
You
sweet.
go get Instagram famous in the back for a minute.
Exactly. I tried.
But this year they gave Isla a bear.
They did. I
That
did get
was
a bear.
rad.
That was pretty sweet. She got a water bottle and a bear.
Nice.
But yeah, it's all fresh stuff. So super, super cool.
They do a silent auction. I actually bid on that Shift Happens sign. I felt like that would be appropriate for us to have.
It would have. Yeah.
So glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I was walking around. I wasn't planning on bidding on anything at the silent auction, and I saw that. I was like, I should probably put my hat in the ring for that.
How close did you get?
Oh, nowhere near what it actually sold for.
That's okay.
So I've had feedback, by the way. There's an unofficial event in between the last page and the next page that obviously you're well known for hosting. When we go from the gala to the green, there's
Yes.
several hours in between. John finds a great way to fill those.
I just ordered McDonald's. so
John
I've
just
heard.
orders
Yeah.
McDonald's, and
I was hungry.
people show up. And I've had feedback that your party was fantastic this year, direct from Joan.
Okay. Well, she can come early next time.
Yep,
We were almost in bed when she arrived.
it was pretty
But we were
late.
ready
We
to
had
go. Yep.
already had exciting chats with Donner and everyone else there was a lot of people in that room.
We got a bigger room next year.
Yeah.
We'll be better off. Well, maybe we'll send out invites.
RSVP list.
Yeah, I think that sounds fun.
Yeah. And then, if you attend that event, it's really difficult to wake up for the next event, which is the morning following, where I got to see Justin for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Justin, what'd you bring to that?
I brought the all-new RD Extreme to the Sunday soiree.
That's the top
that-
right big red 911.
Yeah, that's the big red monster.
That was hard to miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it stands out in the crowd, that's for sure.
It was actually kind of hard to get a word in edgewise with you. You were talking to a lot of people that morning.
Yeah, definitely. No, that car stole Car Week. It really it stole Monterey for sure, wherever that car went. And so bringing it here and being able to continue that and just see the kind of welcoming that it gets locally, that's good. That's really awesome. It's fun to talk about too. I mean, it's fun to drive. It's fun to talk about. Yeah, you just get to meet everybody.
Yeah.
Really, if you want to,
But
So
how cool was it that you were able to put that on the lawn with, all the other Morgan Adams cars the next day?
yeah, no, yeah, it's great. And then that's the first time I've done the Sunday morning event. It was pretty cool. I mean, I think it's a chance for some of the car owners to, talk with each other. Because I've been to the Saturday night, gala a number of times, and and that's a great time, right? The live auction that's happening, the silent auction, the open bar, I mean, like there's just a lot of stuff, and then people with their cameras and kids, doing all that kind of stuff. Well, anyway, Sunday's event, it definitely seemed way more intimate.
There's a shift in the tempo. A little
For
bit.
sure. Yeah, for sure. So I ran into a ton of people that I know, that they brought their cars. I met a lot of new people. No, it was great. I thought it was pretty cool. It's definitely a different vibe,
Yep.
Sunday morning. So
Much more relaxed. It's
yeah.
it's a good thing for the morning. It's out on the lawn at the polo grounds.
Right. Yeah. And they had a polo game going on in the background, which
Yeah,
It
that was
pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I've never seen live polo before.
Never seen live polo.
Right. So no, that was, I mean, cool venue. Yeah, super cool venue to be like that.
Very cool venue.
All right, here's another one I wanted to talk about. So,
You got one left.
well, I'm going for this one because we ran into one of your guys' customers just kind of out in the wild.
Nice.
We were up on a photo shoot for our two of our press cars for this issue. And I've always wanted to like just flag somebody down with a cool car while we're out doing a photo shoot and say, "Hey, come join us." And so
These are blindingly exciting press cars, by the way. It's the Acura ADX and the Volkswagen Tiguan.
Nice.
I enjoyed those.
They're enjoyable. They're just
yeah.
not they're not what I would call flashy. It's not something
That's
you're going
true.
to see out
Yeah.
the corner of your eye.
not
Like,
click-
I gotta check that out.
Not clickbait. Yes.
I don't
This
think
is
they were
true
the
consumer
attraction.
advice. Right. Yes.
I don't think they were the attraction. It was the 8 of us standing around with giant camera lenses
Yeah,
that
that'll
made us
attract some
stand
attention.
out. But anyway, so this Carrera T drives by, and I was standing with Marty, and I was like, man, I really wish I got a picture of that car driving by. And then he pulled off into the scenic overlook that we were at. Went over and chatted with him for a little bit. It turned out that he had just bought that car. Started digging into the story behind it, and he had heard about it here on First Dibs podcast. And he bought the car from John. Turns out that he actually knew Brendan too. Like it was one of those real small world kind of situations. He knew of Shift. He knew of what we do with Cars and Coffee. He kind of knew the whole story. And I was like, "Hey, Eugene," and his name's Eugene Wang, by the way. It's right up there on the article.
Right.
Eugene, if you're listening, thanks again. That was really fun. But we were just like, "Hey, do you want to join this photo shoot? We're about to go take some roller shots. We're going to do a run down Pine Valley Road." And he gladly joined in with us, and we made an article about it. We were looking for another reader's car to feature this issue. We were kind of light on reader's cars. So this worked out perfectly. We had the setup for a photo shoot already. We didn't have to invite a new person out. We just met somebody on the fly.
And I feel like that was like literally his first drive home from buying the car.
Right.
I think it was a week later.
Yeah, it was so close to.
It was not long.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
And he was just out enjoying a Sunday drive. So he had nowhere to be, and we
Yep.
had nowhere to be. So it was cool to expand that photo shoot. We made a new friend in the process. And, you know, it was just funny how it tied back to everybody we know. I even had him send a picture of me to you
Yeah.
with the car.
I know you were flicking me off. It was perfect.
I would never do
Yep.
that.
No, that's
What I really liked is when I was going through the edit for this, I sent a message to Gene because in the copy for the story, we never wound up pinning down what year the car was, and just on a whim, I sent a message to John too, like, what year is the car you sold Eugene? John got back way faster than Eugene did with the right answer.
we'll hope it was right.
It's
I'm close.
Right.
impressive memory.
Yeah,
So,
we try. Yeah, that car was sick.
That's a really
that
nice
was a
car.
sick car.
Yeah, that like looking at that. That's if my first 911 could be that car, it might be my last 911.
It
Yep.
makes me
It
want
would- it would-
buckets really
oh
bad.
God, what a thing! Yeah,
it was
very,
funny,
very
too, because he was
special.
wearing like a Save the Manual Transmission T-shirt when he got
Nice.
out of it, too.
Yep.
And like,
Nice.
Yep, dressing the part.
Right.
Yeah, that thing is pretty special. So
Just a big shout out to the type of person Eugene is too. We knew Eugene because he had donated several $100s to us a couple of years ago for our Hot Wheels fund for Pikes
oh
Peak.
wow,
Oh, nice. Awesome.
So he is, single-handedly responsible for putting several hundred Hot Wheels in the hands of kids in Colorado Springs. So
That's awesome.
Eugene, it was great
Yep.
to see you.
cheers,
Yeah.
cheers, buddy.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah,
cheers. Thank you.
And nice car.
Yeah, yeah.
And thanks for letting us take pictures of it and then kill a couple hours on your Sunday afternoon.
Hey, there it is.
Hey,
This was the car we were actually shooting.
you know what? I'm gonna burn one of my 3 because this one's interesting to me. So we started a new segment. We call it Dealer's Choice.
Okay.
The rule is dealer is going to give us a car over a weekend to do a short review on. We don't get to know what it is until we arrive at the dealership lot to take the keys.
Okay.
And also my car has to get rear-ended on the way to pick it up.
Good rule. Okay.
All of those things happen. But yeah, we got in touch with Emick Volkswagen. Emick's marketing guy, Philip, is awesome. We've been working with Emick a fair amount on certain things like the ID Buzz, and we came up with this idea in a meeting that we were having some Wednesday night, and we floated it by Philip. He's like, I love it. We'll come up with something. Jake was thinking they were going to come up with something oddball, like they're really going to plumb the depths of the back lot and come up with something good that just hadn't made it to wholesale yet.
Yep.
That's what I was hoping for.
That
Was like
sounds fun.
something weird from
Yeah.
their used lot.
I told him it's going to be a Tiguan or an ID4.
Lo and behold.
Lo and behold. But we got to spend some time with an avocado green Tiguan.
It's a really good color.
It's
That's
cool.
a
It's,
great
it's
color.
great.
yeah.
And I fell in love with another compact crossover, which seems to be happening to me a lot lately.
Brendan's really rubbing off on you.
I know. I never thought I was going to be a crossover guy, but these cars, I mean, there's a reason that's
So we do
Volkswagen's
phrasing
best-selling
around
model.
here anymore.
Yeah. No, it's true.
It's really nice to drive. The one thing that bugs me about it is you can't manually select gears anymore. It doesn't have a manual mode, but it has a really slick sport mode that knows what it's doing. It's like kind of like the car is telling you, "Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it."
Okay.
Under braking, it downshifts for you. Like it when it's in sport mode, it is a joy to drive it.
But maybe you guys, and especially Justin, can comment to the veracity of this. But isn't Volkswagen kind of the leader in Tiptronic? They were one of the first people who brought that out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's interesting that they're one of the first people to take that away.
Sure.
Definitely sad to see it go, but it's I can't let that jade my view of the car because it's fantastic. I used it to commute to and from work and just kind of drive around Denver, which is what it's meant for. But on our photo shoot day, we were shooting up on Pine Valley Road, which is a nice twisty back road, and it was fun.
Also, shout out to Jake for continuing to use the spot I told him, and security has told him to not use anymore. Shout out to the security at
Go.
the Exempla parking lot.
You're not supposed to say where it is.
It's not Exempla anymore. No one will know how to know the new name of that company.
What's
They
your
like the
little
content.
What's your little shift emblem down here?
That's our new rating system for.
Oh.
We decided we need to grade the cars somehow.
Gave it a
So
4.
we have a completely arbitrary out of 6.
I like that. Has anything ever gotten an R?
Yeah. Right.
This should have just got a D for drive since you can't change the gears.
That should have gotten a D for drive.
Okay. So
We
no,
have not.
no,
we have
no
not
R's
had
yet.
an R yet.
Okay.
If anyone out there has a Yugo,
Yes.
let me know.
I'm giving a Yugo a fourth gear at least. I want to drive one.
Or if anyone ever lets me drive a DeLorean, that is absolutely getting rated R for
Okay. I like that.
you're
What would-
something if you buy it.
What gets a 6?
We have not had
the-
a 6 yet. We've had a couple of 5s.
Let's find them a 4-liter and see how wrong they are.
Okay.
I've driven the Spider RS I drove was a 4
Yeah,
liter,
it's
right?
not no. The
Not
4-liter is
not the
it's-
4-liter.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah. There's
first.
one 4-liter.
The 997 3RS 4.0.
Okay.
That's the 4-liter. Capital T. Kind of like
T.
small T turbo, big T turbo.
Yeah.
Right.
There are the 4-liter and there's the.
Ugh, 4
Yeah,
liter.
yes, exactly. I said it wrong.
right.
Sorry. Lost in translation there.
We rolled through like the archives after we rolled out the gear shifter rating system. We were trying to think if we even had ever had a 6 in the past. I think the closest we got was the Prius.
No, it's the Ford Maverick Lobo.
I thought it was the
Oh,
Era.
that's cool.
So we can't even agree on
All
it.
right.
So.
That's pretty good. I probably agree with all of those. As being 5s.
Yeah.
I think I gave the Maverick Lobo a 5. That is the closest I've ever come to liking a pickup
Yeah.
truck.
I thought
so
that.
great.
I thought that truck was super sweet.
Yeah.
And I mean, I haven't been in one, but I mean, just hearing you guys talk about it and
Yeah.
what I've read about it, and then I remember how blown away everybody was by the Prius. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I mean
That
that's
says
I know.
weird things about us. But I did get my first 3 ever today.
oh.
The 2025 Range Rover Velar. We don't need to stop on it, but that doesn't deserve to smile. Anyway,
Do you want to talk about Pikes Peak? Or should I just keep clicking
I'll
through
go
it?
ahead and adopt Pikes Peak
Okay.
as
Fred Beach
my
is
second one.
How much of it do you want?
You know, the photography
Yeah, look at that
is all fantastic. It's really hard to take a bad picture of Pikes. I put a camera in John's hand, and he got the best selfie of Jake that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Selfie of Jake.
You should put up some of my long distance shots. Those were good too.
It's just so hard to actually back up one because I got a good silhouette of you and Lewis on the mountain before you took the picture
Hey,
of me
look at
eating the
that.
croissant.
That's us.
That's you, and
Who
then
knew?
up and to the left,
Yeah, that's you.
that's me.
That's pretty
All
good.
I wanted to do was take a nap and eat my croissant and have the paparazzi. But Pikes Peak was a lot of fun this year. One of the things that we did was we started our first sponsorship program. So we helped the drivers that we support put a sponsorship push together because that's not something they're used to, right? They're just privateers. What was really cool was we were able to raise $2,700 towards gas, tires, food, which is a bit of a drop in the bucket as far as getting 4 teams to Pikes Peak goes. But it's something. It's,
Every little bit.
every little bit
helps.
counts.
Every little bit.
And
helps.
especially when you are funding that from, your bank account versus like a work bank account or something. And it was thanks to the sponsors on the last page you had up, which was actually Marty was one of them.
I was one of them.
Lincoln Fire Protection, Waterworks Motorsports, Simply Clean, Steve, as well as Shift got in there. But my favorite part of that was to introduce the concept to them. We took them to Red Robin and made them color an image of their car, like the TT down below.
Yes, that's really good.
Right.
Like a placemat with the crayons. I did not find it patronizing at all.
Yes,
I like it.
it's pretty good.
That is Fred's car. Fred had a really rad 911 this year.
Yeah, that thing was
so good.
sweet. Alfred helped.
As well
run
as
that.
the stupid Alpha that was always behind it. I want that thing so
That was a
bad.
great
Yeah.
car. Oh, that was
and
rowdy.
listening to those guys
Yeah.
argue in the morning, Paolo and his
Oh,
brother.
That's
in
the bottom
Italian.
left corner down
Yes,
here.
that's the Julia down in the bottom left corner.
I think it was my favorite car on the mountain this year, honestly.
Yeah.
Those guys were straight up actually Italian. And like 4 a.m, you could hear sing-songy Italian arguing coming from the Alpha pit. It was so good.
That's great.
Ours sounded great too.
Yeah.
But yeah, tire testing. John joined us. We had some great photos from John.
John put me in climate jail that day.
You deserved it.
Here's the rule: if we're all getting up at the ass of dawn, don't be late.
Yeah. I learned my lesson.
Because if you're late, you're going to be punished. It might not be me. I might not be the one punishing you, but you will be punished.
You were the one
I
punishing me
was
this year.
100%. Yes.
And Eddie had to deal with
Yes.
it even though he wasn't late.
Yeah.
Eddie has opinions about things, but they often don't come out loud.
And Eddie's just a good sport.
He's a great sport.
and I just really appreciate that. And it's fun to fuck with people that appreciate it. Because you don't fuck with someone that's not your friend. At least I don't.
No.
If I'm messing with you, it's because I like you and I think you're fun. So it's kind of a compliment. Like, yeah, idiot, get in the fucking back. I'm going to turn the heat up and lock the windows down and turn up the fader all the way to the back and blast some like.
I had my heated seat
Yes.
on, and it was like 90 degrees in the back of that car.
Exactly.
And I couldn't roll the window down.
Nope.
I couldn't turn the
Nope.
seat heater off. I couldn't change the
Yep.
the vent direction.
And only one seat got rickrolled.
Oh boy.
Yep.
If anyone ever reads my review about the QX80, I did bust you out for being a closet juggalo.
Oh wow.
I'm in. There's no closet on that. Yeah.
We listened to the great Malenko and our QX80 up and down the hill.
Yeah.
Nice.
As if climate jail wasn't bad enough.
I know. It was a good time.
Moving on to practice, so Chris Colton, our 4th editor, we'll just continue to say, unfortunately, he couldn't be here
He's
today.
probably taking pictures of birds.
He's probably
right?
taking pictures of birds. But,
At night.
he actually stuck
It might be
with
the
us.
tarantula migration.
Oh yeah. Right.
Do we get that here?
No, but that's probably why he's not here.
He's in Texas.
Taking pictures of tarantulas.
Yes.
Coming from Colorado.
From
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Chris stuck with us for every single practice day this year, which was fantastic. And Chris gave us his summary of the practice.
Did you hear that?
Good sound.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's coming through good. Like,
ASMR.
Wow.
can
Nailed
you
it.
clip that and sell
Yeah.
it to Peroni?
I probably.
But yeah, I mean, just you can look at the photos and see what just breathtaking. Everything you're seeing
Yeah.
is insane.
The top right.
The top right.
That is when you're like stationed at Glen Cove, where they do like, if you've seen the Hoonigan video where they did Climb Kana, this is where the brake check is.
Yep.
And they like laser zap the brakes and they're super hot, but he's just doing donuts around and it's like, I'm going to keep going. And the guy's like, yeah, you're good. That's where this is. So it's not quite it's a little past halfway, I guess. It's before the trees are still there and they're about to go away. It's, what do you think, 10,000 feet?
I would say
Something
that's
like that.
probably
About that,
roughly
yeah.
where you're at.
And so it's this beautiful setting, and you're up there. You can't go up the mountain before sunrise normally. But if you get the chance to do tire testing or one of the practice days at Pikes Peak, you can be up at before dawn, and the sun starts to rise kind of from behind where that picture is. And then all of the cold air starts rushing down the mountain. So like it feels,
actually gets colder when the sun comes up.
Exactly. It's fine. And then the heat rushes up, the cold rushes down, and you like get bitterly cold. But the picture of the mountain just, oh man,
Like the colors that wind up popping out with sunrise
it's
and everything.
amazing. And this is the only time you get to do it.
It's
Unless
a
you're
lighting anomaly that's unlike anything else if you're a photographer.
Yep. Very, very cool stuff. So come and do that with us next year, all of you people. More pictures?
But yeah, more pictures. I mean, you can't find. Cool, we found the dropped image.
And we found my third article too, because I was going to talk about this one.
You can put it on my tab. This counts as Pikes Peak. But Jake got a call to. I'll let you tell your story.
It's only fair. I took your Lobo from you last issue.
That's fine. Jake got a call on Saturday to
Friday.
Go.
Let me tell the
Well,
story.
you drove on Saturday.
I was sitting at work on Friday. It was a rather slow day at work, and I got a phone call from a random number. I never answer random numbers, but I was that bored at work that I was, if it's a sales call, mess with somebody. But it turned out to be a friend of ours, Jake, from Acura's PR team, reaching out to tell me that they were doing this PR campaign to drive up to the top of Pikes Peak the day before race day in a fleet of identical Integra Type S's, and they needed a fourth or a fifth driver.
We made friends with him by blowing the tire off the first Integra Type S in the country.
Nice. Yes.
Nice.
I remember that. And the fun part was the only other tire was in Japan.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it was a good time to
Yep.
know Jake.
And this was COVID.
Yeah.
When shipping didn't happen.
So they figured they'd give us another chance with
Right.
an Integra Type S.
Yeah.
I was worried I was going to blow the tire out just had a chance to, but I
Did
didn't.
Jake mention anything about that?
No.
Okay.
No mention of that. But yeah, we got to we met up at the mining exchange in Colorado Springs, had breakfast, and then they showed us the cars. And these things were sweet. These are the safety and pace cars that they've been using at all of the major racing events around the country. The one that we were in was actually the Long Beach Grand Prix pace car. So it had all of the stickers. It had the race brakes on it still. And it was just sweet. It was a cool thing to do, to get up at the crack of dawn and go drive up Pikes Peak in somebody else's car.
It was so cool. He almost slept through our gate call to go camping that night.
Yes. There's a big apology in there because I also promised Brendan that I would help him cook because he brings food down for the overnight for Pikes Peak race day. So I promised to help him cook for it and help him transport things and ease logistics. And then I got the phone call and just completely blew him off. So, Brendan, I'm sincerely sorry.
Noticing a pattern here.
And then on top of all of that, this took all day and I was tired, so I took a nap in my truck and almost missed our gate call to get into camp on the mountain that night.
What do you cook on the mountain?
So I cook ahead of time. I do a lot of smoker food. So I'll do smoked chicken wings. Did some.
Hold on, let me do that again. God. Glad
You
it-
made your war sauce
Whoa.
for the first time.
Yeah,
which is
I
incredible.
made some hot sauce with wasabi in it. That was actually pretty awesome. That was a lot of fun. Actually, everything I made was really spicy. Some people were kind of not feeling it, but for the ones who were, those were the real ones. Anyway,
I might volunteer
yeah.
for this year to come up. We'll see.
Well, we'll talk after class.
Let's talk. Yeah, let's work on that. Gold Integras are pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was a cool car. We finished up at the Penrose Heritage Museum,
Yep.
which has their Pikes Peak experience in there.
That is one thing down here I've never been to.
It's worth it. It was a cool thing. The way they have it set up in there, they basically have cars from every generation of Pikes Peak racing, all the way back to 100 plus years ago, the first cars to go up there. There's a lot of history in there.
Do they still have the Evo?
Yes, they do still have the
Okay.
Evo. There was a picture of it. It didn't make it into this article, but it's pretty cool. They have a wrecked Evo that's wedged in between two staged rocks.
It's pretty much just like the cage at that point, right?
Yeah.
The cage
Yeah.
and a floor
Yeah,
pan.
no, it's cool to see
yeah.
They have a
because
whole,
they lived.
yes.
Yes.
They have a whole area dedicated to the evolution of Pikes Peak safety equipment there.
Oh yeah,
And I mean, looking back at the original gear, like the leather helmet, like it was nothing but an early 1900s football helmet
Yeah.
and a lap belt.
Yeah.
And then all the way to the evolution of the roll cage that saved somebody's life when they rolled off the hill. So it's cool to see that. They have kind of a running, how do I put this? They have the winner of each year and their time on the wall, and then they have it broken down by years that they didn't do a complete year or a complete course.
Yep.
Like this year, unfortunately.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a cool museum. If you're in the Springs and looking for something to do, I highly recommend going to check it out.
Agreed. I want them to take one of the cars, probably not a Pikes car, but something out of the collection to bring to Pebble.
Yes.
I feel like some of the Penrose cars would be interesting because they're as they were.
Yeah.
It's a one-owner car from 1901,
And they're completely.
and it's as it was.
Yep.
That's pretty special. So, yeah. Race day.
Race day was fantastic weather down at the bottom. Up at the top, not so fantastic.
Porta
Apparently,
potties flew away.
Rupert Barrington dodging flying porta potties is hilarious mental image, but probably not hilarious if you were Rupert Barrington.
Yeah.
So Rupert, you're a real one.
Do we know if it was the same porta potty that I was getting out of in the earlier photo?
I'll bet they weren't flying at Glen Cove. That's where John got you. I'll bet they were flying at Devils.
Yeah. Launched.
Shortened to Glen Cove, basically 4.5 minute lap time. So unfortunately, everyone who did the year did it with an asterisk. But I mean, it didn't really put a damper on things. Like our buddy Troy is the crew chief for all of our cars up there. Like he doesn't seem bothered by it. So he's having fun.
I feel like a next step for Pikes Peak, once we can get it a little more mainstream, would be to reserve the next weekend for
Rerun.
the top 20 cars to rerun.
To actually go put a time in.
Yep. As a backup weekend.
So you would have like the main day is technically a qualifier then?
Well, or you do it.
Yeah.
And if
Well, you do it, but if people are,
but if you only
gaming
get
for
half, if you only get half of it, you get to rerun the next week.
It is something that is missing that, they have contingencies built in at kind of higher levels of racing, but
Part of it. That's why it's so fun.
it is.
Race day was a good time. I was on a mission to go grab a new camera battery, and then you sidetracked me, and I decided to put the camera down and just come join you guys hanging out on the side of
Sorry.
the hill. No, it was worth it.
We're kind of fun.
Just
I've never pounded warm sake before.
Forgot about that. And frisbeeing chocolate chip.
Frisbeeing chocolate chip cookies,
Yes.
and Lewis told me I had to
Yep.
poop.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, he was going to poop,
It's
and Lewis
really-
chased him down and got in front of him and said, "Excuse me, everybody, get out of the way. He has to poop."
Didn't he?
He's gotta
He had a
poop.
bullhorn with a siren.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Wow.
This guy has to poop.
But no, so you distracting me from shooting photos actually kind of gave me a chance to take in the atmosphere of Pikes Peak. Oftentimes when we're out at races or on an event, we're living behind the lens.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to put that down for a minute and actually spend some time with friends and enjoy the race. And that's why we're really there, to enjoy it. We do put the content together, but sometimes we need a little reminder or a can of warm sake to
Yeah.
tell us to put the camera down and have a good time. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, and thank you for saying that, because I agree. Like when we were in Monterey, I didn't take any pictures because I was just in it.
Yep.
So it's like you have a choice of documenting it or just being there.
Yep.
And you have to kind of make a choice.
I think that's kind of the choice our writers versus our photographers make too. Like our photographers have a way harder job day of, but our writers, they have a harder job remembering and getting that all down on paper.
And that's, at Pikes Peak, I was doing both writing and shooting photos. So that was, I wouldn't have had much to write about if I hadn't stopped off and hung out with you guys for quite a while. So that really kind of tied the whole thing together. Was
It
sitting
was
with
still
friends.
the race ended.
Yeah, that was the whole second half of the race.
Yeah.
We got R4 off. I'm like,
Yeah.
sayonara.
Yeah, that's the way to be.
Time to go see John.
Pretty fun. We'll be there.
Yeah, we had a Toyota this time around. That was pretty cool.
That's a good looking truck.
That was one of a string of things that I drove because something happened to me, but I'll save that for later. But yeah, it's a tall 4Runner.
I like this picture right here. Like that thing is grown up.
Yeah, that's my old 4Runner. That's
That's
next
really
to.
cool. Yeah.
It's cool. It's definitely a grown-up version of the 4Runner. You get all the amenities with it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't drive this one, but I did ride in the back seat for an hour-and-a-half road trip. Very comfortable.
That's the new Turbo 4.
Yeah,
That is the
Yeah.
new Turbo
Yeah.
4, which has cut a lot of flack.
I loved it. I mean, we're at a little bit of a we're an anomaly, right? Being at 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 feet.
yeah.
So turbo motors make a big difference to us. But
I love it. I wish it didn't have a snorkel. I love being a degenerate. I love turbo and induction noises. I don't like them like all the time when I'm going to a meeting.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. There's your Acura.
Other press car, Acura ADX.
Yep.
That's what
I think this is the car I stole the key for.
possibly.
I'm pretty sure it was. They found the second. It was fine.
Oh yeah, you drove this. It's something we're going to talk about
Yeah.
later.
Yep.
Our reviewers fell in love with the paddle shifters. Did you find the paddle shifters particularly endearing?
Don't remember them.
Okay,
They're metallic.
they're metallic.
Okay, cool. Skipping past that.
I think I'm going to take this as my third. Someone else has to do fun, functional, fancy for RMD, but I'll take this one. Yeah, so I had an oopsie.
Yep.
Couldn't really think of what to name the article, so I named it Well Shit.
Yep.
And since it involves review cars for manufacturers, I decided to use the poop emoji, so I think it was probably a good idea.
Yeah.
But I wrote about what happens when you wreck a car. It happened to me. I was headed to a pre-work breakfast at the heady hour of 3:30 in the morning
Yikes.
because I had some work things that I had to do later that early morning. We had some rain in the forecast, and unfortunately, back into the car, stepped out, and
Also, it was quite cold.
I don't know if it was cold. It was just the rain, a hydroplane.
I think you were pretty cold.
Okay, I was cold.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, really don't remember what happened other than, a couple little snippets of just knowing I was going to hit, knowing there was some counter steering in there because it didn't wad the front end of the car up. Because when I saw the guardrail, I was perpendicular. I think it wound up better.
You just kept
It
going.
just kept turning and then kept going. We got to breakfast.
Yep.
But talking about what we did afterwards, I came down here and I spoke with the gang here. Had my car looked at by Eurocars West, which is the Porsche Colorado Springs body shop. Felipe was a rock star, I've got to say. Felipe was awesome about taking care of the car. He got my car taken care of. Really good communication from front to back, and then he came and delivered it to me when it was done. That was I have not been used to body.
He just wanted to drive it, to be fair.
Maybe
Yeah. I do too. I do too.
I have not had body shop, experiences like that. So that was just stand out. You guys have a fantastic body shop setup.
I got to see that car before you took it to the
You
body
did.
shop.
We were playing a game of bingo between Jake, myself, you, and John. I have a final number.
Ooh,
Yes.
I don't know what my guess was.
I don't
Do
remember
you?
what mine was, but
I know mine was way off.
I think I was closest though.
Who was the pessimist? Who was the higher of you two? You were. Didn't you say 45?
That was probably my number.
I think Justin said at least 35.
Yeah, 37's in my head, but
Okay. I feel like Jake was a little lower because he's an indie body shop. It's not quite as expensive.
Yeah, I was in the 20s, somewhere around there. We also don't work on a whole ton of Porsches,
Yeah.
so
I came up with 15.
Yeah.
It's about 42. So John, you're out by Price is Right. Price is Right rules.
I don't think so.
That's awesome.
Justin,
I think
you are
technically, if you're an estimator, you can't be low.
can't be low.
So you're welcome. You got all your money. He
Well,
cheated you out of $5,000.
So I didn't see.
Yeah.
When you pull off the bumper, there's a supplement, right?
Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, considering like I understand
Yeah.
that headlight is a $7,000
Yeah.
headlight.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's gonna be
so-
like a $600 fix.
Yeah.
$60,000 later, Justin's right. Yeah, write some supplements.
The fucking Porsche put a core on that headlight. I was trying to get away with getting it back so I could pry the rest of the lens off and selling it to eBay.
yeah, sweet headlight, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Porsche fucked me on that one.
Well, we'll try to get you back.
That's okay. So after all of this stuff happens, and I talk about getting back on my feet, I did not talk about the look John gave me when I told him I was going to take the bus back to Denver.
Did you?
I did.
Well, good job.
You can actually get a lot of work done on the
Okay.
Mustang.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I actually like the Mustang.
Probably wrote this article.
They've got good
How many
Wi-Fi.
press cars?
So what I was looking for was a silver lining in all this, and what I decided to do was live the actual life of an auto journalist and take a press car every single week.
Sweet.
Pikes Peak was coming. Some events that I did with another automaker were coming up. I needed an internal combustion car that was reliable, and the only other thing I had was my Quattro. That was not going to do it. So I decided to just I had a press car in our Maverick Lobo that I really liked, and I started taking another press car every week.
Nice.
So I went through the Range Rover Velar. I went through the QX80 that these guys got a ride in. The
Climate jail.
Climate Jail. The Mini Countryman All-4 SE.
Scored a 5.
I love that thing.
That car is a lot of fun.
That car ruled.
I believe all of that.
I had a Yukon AT4 Ultimate. And finally, when I finally tuckered out and said, stacking up this many cars, I probably ought to call it a day. The 2025 Kia Carnival.
This was our shuttle ride for Pikes Peak too.
I
Yeah.
have a couple questions.
Sure.
How is a Yukon not a 5?
Why is it $100,000?
Okay. Fair.
If I'm thinking
And-
about value,
And
you're playing around where
is
Escalades live.
that like a barbershop chair on the bottom left
Look at
there?
that.
Oh, those are
Holy.
so comfy.
So
Wow.
we used the Carnival as our home away from home during Pikes Peak, the real.
What at home is happening in that chair?
Sleeping. I slept in that.
He
at
slept
night.
in that.
Okay.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Actually, a lot of people took naps in there. The screen there has karaoke on it, which
There's an
received-
embarrassing video of Brendan and I singing.
Backstreet. I want it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
It's a solid choice.
Yep.
I'm glad that never made it onto the internet.
No,
No,
just
I
you
see
wait.
another design miss that needs to be corrected there, but this is why we do this, is so we can find out what we did wrong after the fact.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kia Carnival, solid 4. They should make an all-wheel drive one. It would probably step to Stellantis.
Yes.
It's a good mobile headquarters if you're covering
It did
a,
make a fantastic mobile headquarters, and those seats are dope.
Yep.
Yeah. I slept well in those too.
It's a good paint coat as well.
Blue gray.
Blue gray.
Oh,
Anybody want to talk about Jesus?
he doesn't look a thing like Jesus.
That's a great shot.
It's
That
a
looks
great
like Garden
picture.
of the Gods,
Jesus
looking
is a
down
solid
at Cheyenne
photographer.
Mountain.
Jesus at Garden of the Gods.
That just fits.
It does.
So yeah, Jesus is our featured photographer for issue 13. He's one of the admins of the Cars and Coffee Facebook group. So we were a little closer to home with our featured artist this time. Normally we try to outsource it, but we wanted to kind of bring this one back to the team that we regularly work with, and he's a fantastic photographer.
Yeah, he's a wild photographer.
Another great.
His photos stand out to me because the scenery is almost always as interesting as the subject in his photos, and that's kind of a cool little niche that he has with his art, is that he kind of plans these cars out to the background.
So what page number have we gotten to, John?
106.
Okay. Let's move to scroll and we'll stop you. We'll do a little bit of getting to stepping.
Yeah, that one.
Jojo.
Jojo.
Joe.
This is the squirrel cage motor. This was a really cool event to get involved with. So basically, I had been going to these LAN parties every once in a while, and LAN parties are just kind of like a
I haven't heard that since I was like 16.
right?
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
going to play Doom.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Halo the first.
But yeah,
Yes.
I've been going to these LAN parties up in Longmont with a friend of mine, and
So how does that work? Do you bring your laptop or do you bring like a gaming rig?
so he's got it all set up in his house, and you just go in and you can kind of play whatever you want. Usually it's like old Battlefront, old Halo,
So he's got a bunch of old school computers that are all still running.
yeah, or old consoles. He's an awesome guy. He's got some kind of BMW Z3 that he's working on tuning, but it's pretty sweet. But anyways, he connected me with the Team Squirrel Cage JoJo, and it was the first EV to complete the Rubicon Trail in its entirety. And this thing was just like an absolute Frankenstein monster. Like, it made so many different like animatronic noises that made you question if you were safe being near it. But it was so freaking
The tires
cool.
rubbed everywhere they possibly could.
Yes. And yeah, the Myers brothers were absolutely wonderful to talk with and hang with that morning. We met up with them in Lyons, if I'm not mistaken.
It was Lions.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
You're
for the
welcome.
fact check.
Can we talk about their internal combustion
Yes.
power steering?
Yes, they had they
Wow.
had so because if you have an electric motor, nothing's like spinning, but they still wanted power steering, so they had to have a 1-cylinder gas engine in there, just
Like
kind
a
of
Harbor
rotating.
Freight Predator motor.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and the crazy thing is that if they needed to charge in emergency situations, they could run it in reverse and charge it, which kind of brings up the question of like, okay, was it really an EV? But it wasn't using it for any kind of propulsion. So yeah, it's still an EV, absolutely.
It's like the range extender on the new Scouts, like
It's the world's shittiest hybrid.
Yes.
One horsepower. How long does that take to charge? Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing that was absolutely insane is that these guys got this done within 1 year, and they were able to complete the Rubicon Trail. And it's a manual,
Oh wow.
That's cool.
a clutch.
Yeah.
It was so
Where are
sick.
they based?
I think they were up north. I can't
They're in
remember.
Longmont.
It was Longmont.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. But yeah, that was absolutely wonderful to see. And it's got like this contractor.
I like this spray foam.
That's what I was going to say.
like-
it's got the contractor
Yeah.
foam holding
Yeah.
some
No,
of it
that
together.
is- that's pretty good.
wow.
it's a really
You
cool
hear a rattle?
build.
I got you.
Yes. Exactly.
Can't hear it no more.
No.
Yeah, that thing was so cool. It's just so rough looking and very raw. And yeah, huge fan of what they're doing.
Did you get to drive it?
I did not get to drive it.
Next time when you are pitching an article, tell them you have to drive it. You'd really love to feature
tempting.
this, but I have to drive it.
We
even
have
if
to
it's
evaluate
just,
it.
even if
fair.
it's just, 3 laps around a parking lot.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I did
Yep.
hear that
You deserve it.
I did hear that the clutch engagement was really weird on that. So 'cause
Anyone
it's
who
like you
builds
get all
an
that
EV
torque,
with a
so-
clutch says that's like shifting in French.
Yeah.
Well, like, couldn't you just stay off the gas, put it in first, let out the clutch, and then floor it and do a
could.
burnout?
Totally.
I feel like
or
that
just
would work.
completely desurface the clutch, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
If you think about how much torque this has, you can probably put it in fourth gear and just let out the
Yeah.
clutch and floor it, and
Yeah.
it'd be fun.
That sounds good.
It also only has a top speed of like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So if we tried shooting rollers of
That's
it,
okay. Yeah. It doesn't need more. How far is the Rubicon Trail?
that's in California, right?
Yeah, it's in California. I don't recall.
What's the distance of it though?
I don't know.
I think it's 30 feet.
I don't know. Someone tell Elon.
I mean, if an EV can do it,
that's
can't
what
be
the
that
Cybertruck
far.
needs to look like if it's
Yeah.
going to beat the Rubicon.
do they have the license plate 1 HP?
1 horsepower.
Yeah, for,
They
for their
should.
steering pump.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah,
That would be a good one.
I make light, but that thing's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Come on.
It's a cool one. Anytime we can feature something that somebody's built,
Yeah.
I mean, just they're two brothers. They built this together in their garage. I mean, that's
I
the
have an
ultimate
idea
passion
for the next
project.
issue. Can I just give you guys my Volvo
Yes,
Yeah.
and you do whatever you want to it?
you didn't
But
need the
it
second
just-
part. We'll just take
It
the
just
Volvo.
has to I'm going to retain ownership.
Okay.
It just has to. You have to do something to it.
Can I turn it into a trailer?
Anything you want.
God, not again.
It's not a wagon. It's not going to hold anything.
That
But
doesn't mean it can't be a trailer.
but you can give it back to me, however you want.
That's our first feature for issue
It
14.
would be preferable to like make it good, but
Good would be great.
good would be great.
Good would be great.
That's the motto
Yes.
of the project.
We
Good
can
would
do
be
like a
great.
Rad Factory thing and give it a Temu makeover.
You guys get to do it.
You're playing with John's childhood here.
Oh, I
Nah.
know what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about this off camera between
Okay.
the three of us. It's
All right.
and you're gonna like it.
I'm in. Pretzels.
Pretzels, that was a fantastic one. Look at that Quattro sitting by the dumpster. It didn't make it.
Shout out to what was the power sports spot?
Unsponsored?
Unsponsored. Yeah.
Yes, unsponsored Power Sports let us. That car was bleeding gas like a stuck pig, and they let us just leave that biohazard in their parking lot.
That's
I don't even
nice.
think they had much of a choice. It wasn't going anywhere.
So I just got that car off my lift. I'd been up there for like 3 years, and we tried to make it drive to Grand Lake. It didn't make it.
We went to go give it a car wash, and I had the last minute thought to check the tire pressure, and they were all at like 9 psi.
Good idea.
We got a 5. We got a 5 here.
Yeah, Lexus.
If you read the last paragraph of that one out loud, it'll explain our rating system pretty well. Or was that the ADX that Kelvin put that in for?
I don't know. One word sums it up. It's arbitrary
Yeah.
entirely.
Yeah. Yeah. When would you buy a car? Would you buy a 4? Would you buy a 3?
Like
If I
a
find that
4,
reverse, I'll buy it.
If I was the type of if I was just wandering into a dealership to get a car, I think a 4 would seal it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think a 5, I'm making a trip to the dealership to go find that, and maybe not being quite so hard on negotiating. I'm willing to just take what's out there.
Okay. And a 6.
I don't know what a 6 would be.
Well,
We'll have to think about that one.
Find out.
We'll find our 6. We'll find our Mr. Right.
It's not the GX.
Not the GX. This thing was pretty cool, though.
I
That
think
thing was
I think
sweet.
that we got to drive one of those at the Rocky Mountain Press Association drives, right?
LX 700, the big boy.
Oh, this isn't the big one?
That's not the big one.
This looks like the big one.
No, this is based off the Land Rover Prado.
So kind of the mid-sized Land Rover.
Oh, I didn't know there was one. Cool. Next. Just kidding. I think that it looks like a cool truck.
It's a cool truck.
And what I've noticed, Porsche product has a really good way of like just holding value. I think the big Lexus and Toyotas
Oh, yeah.
are the only other
Yep.
or one of the only others that just do that too. Where
Yes.
you
Bizarre.
probably pay $80,000 for this thing, and then with 100,000 miles on it and the original tires,
Right.
60.
6 years from now, yeah, it's worth at least 60 in trade,
Right.
Yep.
not retail.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Nothing
those
holds
things,
their value quite
Yeah,
like it.
those
It's
those things
wild.
are beasts. So, yep, I'd still pick a Cayenne, but
Okay, I knew exactly where you were going when you were
you
bringing that
gotta
up.
do that. But
Yep.
We had a cool content creator who got a chance to meet Ed Bullion. He's a cool dude. Driver's Therapy. On YouTube, he just does a lot of cool things with project cars. One of our friends on the Western Slope actually picked that one up. So that was Nate. Shout out to you. Really cool content creator.
And speaking of Nate, I'm gonna stop you
Are you
on
going
this
for
one.
number 2?
Yes. So I finally got to meet Nate Hughes out in Grand Junction for Land's End Hill Climb. That is a very cool event. And
that top left picture
yeah.
to me is everything,
Oh yeah, where he's 3-wheeling like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
and just going
Like sending
for
it past the
Yeah.
apex.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those like stock cars, those old muscle cars, man, they had some style.
It's just cool.
Yeah. They were definitely having some fun up
Did
there.
you say it has stees?
Got some stays, man. But there was like one of the first people that I talked to at that event. I just saw this blue NB Miata, and underneath the tent walked up to it, saw it had an LS swap in it from like a Camaro. And turns out the Flying Miata guys just kind of pulled up, and I'm like, you're the last people that I thought I would see here. But it was very cool to chat with them for a little bit and just hear about, what they're up to. But
It is in their backyard after all.
It is, yeah, it makes sense. But I just was still very surprised.
How does this stack up to Pikes Peak?
So I liked it a lot in comparison to Pikes Peak, because Pikes Peak, you have like tons of crowds, of course. There's a lot more like hype involved. There's more like organization. I would say that Land's End was much more of like a free-for-all, where there's not really anybody saying like, oh, you can't go here. You can kind of go wherever you want. And
It's your funeral.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. And I did notice that there were a lot more like historical racers there, historical cars that were going up the mountain. And then the dirt itself just makes the shots seem much more dramatic, because it's like, you're not getting tire smoke
Yeah.
on asphalt necessarily. But and then of course you got like a huge variety of cars and vehicles there. You've got bikes, you've got ATV style side-by-sides.
Oh, so they do run bikes too.
Yes, they do. Yep. And then, it's all over the place. It's a really good variety. Everybody's willing to chat. And I just had a very pleasant time up there. And like I said, I finally got to meet Nate Hughes. So
Nate is one of our authors who lives in Montrose, so about 7 hours away.
Right.
All of the dirt stuff seems like fun to me. That whole
Yeah.
Colorado Hill Climb Championship thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I hit Powerball, I would be doing that.
oh, yeah.
I would just, I don't know in what.
Yeah.
But-
1,000%.
But something.
Yeah. Yeah.
A Volvo that I'm gonna trick out for you.
Do it. Come over tonight. I'll give you the keys. If you get it home, good job.
I will say another interesting thing about Land's End. I was talking with one of the race officials, and they said that some of the original cars would have like almost like a hand pump looking thing on the side of it, and the seat itself was like very wide. And so it would actually be a two-seater where you have the driver and the mechanic on one side, and the mechanic would be making tweaks as the car goes up in altitude. And sometimes he would have to pump the hand pump to keep the gravity-fed carburetors happy and to keep the car going up the mountain strong.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
kind of sick.
Didn't you get to drop the green flag a couple times at Land's End
Yes,
too?
yeah, I got to do that twice.
You got to drop the green flag?
yes,
That's pretty cool.
Yes, yep,
That's fun.
yeah. If you can make it out to that one, it's freaking awesome.
So, John, what's your fun, functional, and fancy of Rocky Mountain driving event? Jake's going to burn his last one on that.
The fun one was the Jeep Wagoneer S.
The sweetheart of the day, I
It
feel like.
was
Everybody
like-
loved that thing.
for a bunch of petrol heads. We all really enjoy EVs.
And no one broke it at all.
Yeah, but it's a 670 horsepower SUV, and when it's in sport mode, it turns off traction control. That's smart.
Right.
And then if you floor it and you're not doing 30 miles an hour, it does a rolling burnout,
Wow.
just like a.
Like, didn't Kelvin do like a fairly substantial 11 that he did not mean to do?
That was me.
Oh, that was you.
Oh, nice.
I think Kelvin did. We both did.
Yeah, it just does it.
I think everyone at RMDE just took turns doing burnouts
no,
on that thing.
was pretty awesome.
It has no business being that fast,
No,
but it is.
No, that thing was really fun. Functional. Let's go with. There were so many good cars. I'm gonna like the Toyota 4Runner.
Yeah?
Yeah, it had like a Beats Bluetooth speaker you could take out and go bring out with you when you were camping, and the turbocharger was great up at altitude. I think that was pretty cool. And I'm going to agree with you on the fancy, the McLaren. That was pretty fun to be able to.
As people who join like Team Driving the McLaren Club.
Yeah, that was we got to drive in Artura. It's probably, if you put it on a dyno, 700 horsepower.
It was everything I like about my 911, but sharper
Yeah, yeah, exactly, and more
and
reliable.
broken.
It broke? Oh, I thought.
There was a switch on the driver's side by your knee.
Oh yeah,
that someone
you
had.
could not adjust the
You could
steering
not
wheel.
adjust
That's
the
true.
steering wheel or the mirrors.
That is all true. But
it's
most
British.
911s are pretty reliable. Brendan's is not.
Mine's fairly reliable. I just wish people would stop hitting it.
That's true.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just cursed.
I also very much agree with this Dodge four-door crazy thing with an exhaust that'll get you tickets.
Thank you.
That Jeep.
How did you get a chance to drive the WRX? The WRX.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the same as my
The
car.
Rexits.
Yeah.
That was my pick for fun, actually. I
Yeah.
enjoyed driving it. It was the only manual transmission car that was at
Yeah.
RMDE, so that says something. to me.
Kudos for being manual transmission.
Yeah, I liked my WRX. It just
I still feel like the Jeep you talked about, the coworker who's at the holiday party wearing a lampshade on their head. You know they're going to
Yeah.
photocopy
Yeah.
their ass later.
yes.
I got my third.
There you go.
So this was a fun article recently wrapped in my brother-in-law, Jason Brandt, and he had actually had his GTR featured in was that like issue 6?
I think 7. It was one of the first
7?
ones that I worked on.
Yeah,
A while ago.
but he's a very good writer, and so he brought up the question of what is luxury in the modern era. And we just had a bunch of random cars to compare. We had 4, in fact. One of them is not there in the cover photo because it was a bonus. But yeah, we had a Mercedes, my Toyota Century, and then Yoder Chevrolet. I reached out to the week before this article. And
Half luxury though, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was an SLT.
Well, one side of it was luxury.
Oh, yes. I can maybe talk about that. There was a scratch on one side, so we tried to photograph the good side, which was fine. But but yeah, it was just it was awesome to reach out to Yoder and just have them swoop in and provide us a 2023 GMC Sierra SLT just for comparison's sake. But yeah,
Trucks are pretty good now.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, Jason had some pretty interesting thoughts on the whole thing. The Genesis was particularly interesting. When you were driving that, it felt like there was a wheel in the middle of the car that kind of made it seesaw a little bit.
Huh.
It was a very odd experience, but still very luxurious on the inside.
That a GB70?
I think it was an G80. It was the one down from the one that you were supposed to be chauffeured in.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, the seats were super comfy, big old glass roof and everything. But, yeah, it was just a fun mix of cars. And, I think Jason came to the conclusion that, creature comforts don't necessarily mean luxurious. And, of course, it depends on the year of the car that you're driving. So.
But yeah, coming to the end of the magazine, there's just a lot of stuff in here that we glossed over, went through just for time's sake. We'd be here all night. But I think the important takeaway we always try and share is just, anyone can do this. We really like having folks come and join our team here at Shift. So you ever had a hair or an inkling that you'd like to do auto journalism?
Do you need college credit?
We've got Lewis on staff. Technically.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if somebody needed a journalism thesis, they could probably write some shit and get it published,
Could probably write some shit
yeah.
and get it published.
right?
Do you like press cars? We had to beg someone to take the ADX this time, so
Oh,
That's true.
I'll write stuff.
like anyone want to borrow a car for a week? We'll just give you a car for a week. All you have to do is write about it.
He needs it.
Do you need a car?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, exactly. 10,000 mile reviews in a week. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How did you put that many miles on it? Yeah.
But yeah, this is our favorite part of the issue is where we get to come close the back cover here with our friends at the First Dibs podcast.
This is always a fun way to roll it out.
This is always a fun way to roll it out.
Yeah. No, this is good. This is good. I like. Well,
It's my head again.
it's going back, but I like how you have a pickup, you know, in the luxury because when you taking a look at full size pickups now, I mean, holy moly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just
They're too nice.
they are too
Yeah.
nice. I mean, I gotta admit, even driving a Raptor around with like big 33s or 35s on it, the way they absorb, you know, the horrible roads that we drive around on all the time.
Yep.
What
and
about
you can
that bonkers F-250 you guys had a couple months back?
we've had a few of them.
Yeah.
Didn't you had a King Ranch here at one point?
Yeah.
No,
those
this was
were-
like a Hennessy with the tires in the bed, and
Oh, yeah. The Shelby.
That was
Yeah,
the
there we
Shelby
go.
Baja.
Yeah.
yep.
Mm-hmm. But the suspension in those trucks is amazing. And then now with all the exhaust technology, especially we just got a Raptor R. Actually, I could mention that. We got
Wow.
Raptor R in here, where you click your exhaust buttons, right? Where they have normal, sport, Baja, which is theoretically off-road only, and then quiet.
And like most
Yeah.
cars for the exhaust changes, you need an ear that's like attuned to Beethoven to
Right,
tell the
yeah.
difference, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking it with this. It's not so much the case.
No. But yeah, I mean, seriously, driving around, it's smooth. If you have the exhaust in quiet mode, I mean,
Yeah, they're luxury cars.
it is.
Yeah.
It's a luxury vehicle. You've got all the amenities. It knows, right? If it knows that it's cold outside, so it does its own preconditioning as far as, you know, turns the heated seat on and turns the heated steering wheel on. You know, turns the kind of air controls down a little bit. So, yeah, I mean,
Like
they're
3 of the cars that I reviewed in that weird string of things that I took when my 911 was indisposed had active suspensions that would kneel so you could get out just a little bit easier.
yeah.
Like that is bizarre to me.
yeah.
Well, it's also even weird when you compare it back to like 90s vehicles that were luxurious.
Like, hey, you get a car,
Yeah.
Yeah.
luxurious, have a CD player that you don't have
Right.
to put
It's
in
Quiet
yourself.
and it starts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
There is one more thing I have to mention to close us out, and this is Steve's Dogleg Dreamin' post. So, we have been sent a challenge by one of our sponsors at Colorado Cars and Coffee, Mr. David Bennett, who runs Community West Mortgage. David has put up a $5,000 sponsorship to our scholarship for folks in the automotive trades. The catch is he's doing $1 for every picture of someone's car we manage to get posted. So we need to get people to go out there and post pictures of their cars.
Absolutely.
Last year, we were able to give sponsorships to 3 lucky kids who were pursuing careers in the automotive trades. I think it was either $2,000 or $3,000 each, so like pretty good reach on the scholarship.
That's really
You
awesome.
know, it's a good start
Yeah.
on your tools or your tuition. But you know what David is offering is effectively almost what we had in total for our sponsorship budget last year. Actually, when you add on top of that, we had another sponsor from a detailing company. Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking at either of you.
They're giving you some.
An additional $1,000
Handy wipes.
Yes. No bad mother fluffer.
Yep.
Just money.
so what do people need to do? They need to post
They need to post a picture of their car.
where?
Colorado Cars. and
Colorado
Coffee.
Cars and Coffee. It is a post that you will have a hard time not finding from the amount of highlighting that he's done.
Right. So just tag it.
Yep.
Yep, it's been highlighted and pinned on our page.
So
you can go
just
in
add
there.
a comment to this post. Trying to get up to 6,000 posts so we get the full $6,000 impact to our scholarship. There is a link in. Oh, John's got it up.
There we go.
You
Every
gotta-
photo
You got
counts.
to take my thing down for a minute. I just want to make sure I don't have any compromising pictures
We
as
wouldn't
I'm
want that.
posting. Oh, I have control. Never mind. You just quit looking at me like I'm an idiot. You just know that I am. There we go.
Compromising photos.
Here we go.
But yeah, no, gotta give that a plug because we love giving money out to folks who are looking to enter the automotive trades.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. No, that's great. That sounds, I mean, very easy, but that's
Very
a lot
easy.
of cars.
It's a lot of cars. But you know we've got 100,000 members in Cars and Coffee, so I know we can do it. That's 6% of you. Come on,
Right.
come on. All right, now that's all I got.
You can tell every person that buys a car next week that they have to post a picture of it.
Or you can just post a picture of their car to that thread.
Right. Yeah.
A complimentary
Actually,
service.
technically, Justin, you should just post a picture of everything that's in inventory to that
I
thread.
have a lot of
bad idea.
pictures I
Yeah.
can
I
post.
think it's John. Yeah. Between John and Lupe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
They're all still loading.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's interesting.
Well, we can't thank you guys enough.
What's the time frame? When does this have to be done by?
I don't know when it ends.
It doesn't.
Is it through the end of the year?
I feel like that would make
Let's
sense.
go with sooner's better than later. Like,
Yeah.
why wait?
Yeah. Well, for sure.
We don't. I don't know of a end time on this offer. I'm sure there is one, but why wait? Help today.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Picture your car equals $1 for kids. What's not to like?
Yeah. Right. Just run to a Copart and run through.
We need to fund these sponsorships so that I can pull from this pool of young technicians when I need to hire new technicians.
I know, right?
Yeah. No doubt.
I just posted mine.
Fantastic.
Excellent. That was $1 in the bucket.
There you go.
Thank you.
Do we still have
Boom.
the ka-ching button?
Nope. Oh, that's laughter. That's applause. There you go.
I like that
Nice.
too. I mean,
Steve Clark says there's no time frame. Try the top right.
yeah.
Ching a ching. All right.
Oh, I got to put it on air.
Oh, there's the button.
There we go.
All right. I'm going home.
Yeah. Me
You
too.
guys have anything else you want to say?
No, thank you so much for having us out.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
guys.
coming.
Yeah.
Always
Thanks
Thanks for
you
the
guys.
pizza. You guys are always welcome.
Get out there and check out issue 13. And post pictures of your cars.
Post
Yeah,
pictures
talk
of the
to
cars.
that right there.
That one, yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yes.
You.
Yes. Perfect. All right. For the First Dibs podcast, live and exhausted from inside Porsche Colorado Springs, that's Brendan, Jake, Marty, Justin, and I'm John. Thank you guys. Thanks to everybody that was watching and listening. We'll be back next week with something.
Yep. Something.
Something. We will be here. But